So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. First carry for the Oklahoma State man, Chuba Hubbard. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
11 yards there, just like last play.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. 7 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. To throw is Darnold. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Christian McCaffrey from 6 yards away. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Out to the left. He's got Sample there. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Here we go.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing again on second down. Burrow. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary. Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially to skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit. Let them catch their breath. On 2nd and 15 now. Darnold. He's got Anderson right side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
No gain on the screen there at second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To throw again on second down. Darnold. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. McCaffrey on the counter. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Looked like they picked a heck of a time to run the counter.
And we've been saying that in this great game of football probably since we started playing. Anytime you get guys thinking you're going to go one way and you hit back the opposite side, it's a great chance it can turn into the type of play we just...
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, two-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it, so a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do,
yeah.
Man. You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
Yeah.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Here we go.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Finds a seam inside the 40 and all the way down to the 33-yard line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. He will find his man Chase complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
2nd and 10. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'll run with Mixon, and I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down, and the Panthers will get the football back. On first down, Darnold. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Darnold. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Here's Darnold. Flushed out right. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And he'll just get rid of it. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Darnold now to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. First down. Here's Burrow. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it up. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Meanwhile, Darnold's throw here into the hands of Moore.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Burrow on play action. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Brian Burns in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage. And that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
T. Higgins was the intended target.
And now it's third down. Here's Burrow.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense.
Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
92 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he is going to have the Panthers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle. A 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay,
and his pass is intercepted for the 3rd time today.
Jeremy Chin picks it off.
That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Good gain there on 1st down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. 125 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Christian McCaffrey
Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum, filet at maximum.
You can't give the guy a skirt steak.
That's true. Filet. 10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is up.
And my goodness, another interception.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche